Okay, here we now we're live. Okay, so a couple things for today. If everyone should be promoting that health bet, that is, I think, going to be a great way of getting old people back into drinking Shakeology. At least that's my game plan, is to go back and visit all the people who are previous customers and re-engage with them, as well as I think it's great for new customers. I posted, I think I'm going to boost two totally different posts, and see what kind of outcome I get from either, and just kind of see what's out there, because already I think I've gotten, I don't know, I would say like 6 Success Club points just from the health club, just from the health bet. And it's new people. It's not like old people. It's some people I shouldn't say that. Some of them are reinstating. And then I actually went around in circles with myself today. This was a crazy moment of my life today. But I realized I was like throwing myself off, because I really like the schedule that I'm in for challenge groups. And I didn't want to all of a sudden like sell 21 Day Fix It or sell new programs like in the beginning of September for the health bet, and then now they're going to miss out on my like challenge group for September, like my quality 4-week, prep week plus the 3 weeks. I was like kind of spazzing out, because the health bet is from September 5th to October 3rd. So that's like 30 days. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to push my monthly group back a week. That gives me some extra time to just sell people into programs. But anyone who buys a program basically before September 5th is going to be in this health group tracker, or the challenge group tracker. But I'm going to be really clear that this isn't how all my groups are run. And I'm just going to say, but this is us. So we all engage in the health bet and we all come out with extra money, basically. So I'm going to just pull, because I think on the tracker, and we're going to do a training on the tracker next week, you can plug in like posts, like morning posts. So I think there's still a way to like engage. I'm just going to have to figure out what that looks like. And it may just be sharing those tip things that I created. I might just create another 9 and just share one of those a day. You know what I mean? Something simple, something that keeps people engaged. But at the end of the day, if most people are in it, they're going to just be in it to be drinking the Shakeology 5 days a week and sharing their sweaty self for 3 days a week. So that's kind of my rough plan. And I don't even know if we're doing like, are you guys planning on running your own group challenge group tracker? Are we going to do one together? Right. So we'll have to figure that part out. Second, what was my second? Oh, the second piece of business was our all-in, lean-in, I haven't quite decided what we're going to call it, group. But I wanted to really, and I'm hoping when people watch this later, I really want to explain what the point of it is. So our hope is, something I've learned in probably the last 5 days, is if you're truly doing the vitals how they're meant to be done, I really think that you'll see the sales come in and the new people grow, especially in what I'm going to show you in Instagram today. So I think that the point is it's not going to be another group you just get to be in, but it's going to be a group that you need to be active in. So like every day we're checking in, every day you're telling us like how much you grew your business that week. And this is for myself as well. The question I can't quite figure out is how long it should be. That's my only thought, is I don't know if it should be like a week, or if that's not long enough, or if it should be like 21 days, or is that too long? That's my only thought. You guys can talk too, if you can pipe in.
I'm thinking sometimes 2 weeks feels too jam-packed, because your momentum starts going and then you're like, what do I do? But yeah, your month does feel a little long. So I don't know, maybe 21 days is a good.
What's funny, because I was reading something today, and it was like, I don't know if you guys watch my thing in the Hard Hitters page, but it really does take 21 days to build a habit, but it actually takes 90 days to make it a lifestyle. I was like, I see a little human. So anyway, just a thought, just a thought on that. Okay, so that's kind of my only 2 points for tonight. And then let's talk Instagram. So the first, and I'm going to take notes for myself because I'm kind of training myself as I'm training all of you. But the first thought on Instagram is this is kind of funny. So your name isn't somebody worth following. It's kind of really harsh. I realize that. But your name, you're not famous. We're not top 10 coaches. So your name doesn't have clout, basically, is what I'm learning in all of my little different trainings that I've been taking lately. So, for example, Healthy Fit Mama does. So when people are looking for things, Healthy Fit Mama is a common thing that you're going to search. If that's what you're trying to aim for, that's what you're going to find. So when Healthy Fit Mama is commenting on your stuff, that's intriguing to the mom who wants to lose weight, right? So that's my first thought is your name needs to be something other than your name. I don't really know what that means in the long run. Like maybe you have 2 accounts, maybe you just have a personal family account, which I know people might love because then they can keep their kids and they can keep their intimate stuff to their people. But then I know that's kind of like starting over with your friends. But I think like Sarah, you have 2, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I mostly because of the kids, and I have posted them on my public one, and I still don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, I have 2, and I gotten more followers pretty fast to where I was with my personal account, around 400. I'm almost at 500 with my fitness one, and it's a fitness fun is in the name. So
no, that's good.
Yeah.
So okay, so your name, and then the second thing is figuring out like what target audience you're trying to attract to your Instagram. Instagram is the best part about Instagram, and what I'm learning from the top coaches is that's where they're finding their quality coaches, and that's why they're finding their quality challengers, because those people are seeking them out. So like, for example, I just signed a new girl, I sold a challenge pack, and she literally told me, well, I searched for you. And I was like, oh, what a funny, I don't even know how you would search for me, but that's great. And I'm glad you found me. And she's probably going to make a great coach one day. So that was kind of so you really want to create a brand that people that you can stay true to. So like if you had to write down 4 things that you're about, like 4 things that define who you are as a person, those are the 4 things you're going to tell the story of. And when you're posting 3 to 5 times a day on Instagram, everything needs to offer quality. So it's almost like you're giving free stuff away, free recipes, free advice, free motivation, free. So then you can do a call to action at least twice a week because you've been giving away stuff all week is kind of the way I took it from a video that I was watching. So, and then of course, like making with Instagram, you can add a lot of words to your pictures and the picture is really what tells the story. So you really have to learn to have a creative eye in your daily life and really just capturing things to then think through, how does this add quality to my Instagram following, right? And then the other thing is when you do call to action posts, you want to make sure that you leave an email. Instagram messaging is really, I guess, not very good at all, and people don't like to use it. So you want to leave an email, and so that way, and most people won't drop their emails in your call to action posts. You want to leave yours, and then they will email you. So if you think of Instagram, a lot of people are Instagram users, and then they go to email to kind of create relationships, versus Facebook is you kind of have to prove yourself. Facebook's like that people are not as trusting as they are on Instagram, which is very strange. I don't even really understand why, but that's just what it is. So we'll talk about hashtags in a minute. But that's kind of the thoughts that I basically got from the trainings that I've been taking, is that you just really want to stay true to who you are in your feed, if that makes sense. So that all being said, let me share my screen. Okay, can you see? Yeah, okay, great. Okay, so this is Instagress. You can do 3 days for free. Where was I gonna see? So this is pretty, okay, so I've only been signed up for, so 30 days. I've only been signed up for 4 days, and I've liked 3,100 photos, which I couldn't even do that in a day if I tried. So that's like the best thing about Instagress is that basically you don't have to do anything anymore. You just have to, you can just sit there and do nothing, and Instagress is basically you. I did get a little bit of 2 different things that are kind of confusing, but we'll talk about both of them. Okay, so this has, when you first get started, you'll go through all the different options, and you will connect. So you'll connect your account, and I definitely recommend doing the 3 days. But I think I've been signed up for 6 days now, or no, 7 days, and I have gained 500 followers. So, and those are quality followers. Those aren't just the ones, because the paid followers that people do, those are actually really terrible for your algorithm, because basically they are, what's the word I'm looking for? With your ratio of followers to the actual commenting, that looks negative to Instagram if you buy all these followers but nobody's commenting. Does that make sense? So if you're not getting any likes, then Instagram sees that as like a negative. So when you're setting up your account, I like to do likes. I don't love the fake comments. I'm not a huge fan, but I listened to a gal today who does do it, and I took a screenshot of the comments that she likes, but I don't know. I'm still undecided. She does ones like nice, like it, wow, beautiful, great, cool, nice pic, so nice, lovely. So very simple, but like she said, she's like, if it's a picture of like a baby and it's like a super cute baby and you write wow, well, that looks really fake. So I'm still out to lunch. I haven't decided, because like I got one today and I was like, yeah, you're fake. I'm kind of over you. So I'm not turning this feature on yet. I may turn it on and just do a heart, like an emoticon, and that's it, because that can pretty much go for anything, right? Someone posts like a great recipe, a heart. Someone posts a picture of a baby, it's a heart. Now, I would think eventually you'd have to maybe add a couple more options in there. But the cool thing about this is, so as you're following people, it only allows if you, let's say like Instagress follows 5 people, and of those 5 people, 3 of them don't follow back in less than a day, it will unfollow them. So you don't end up following, because the goal is to keep your followers less than your following. The goal is to keep your followers more than than how many people you're following. So that's kind of the key. Because if you look at like, I heard half, but I don't know how half is like crazy. So like right now I have 1,600 followers and I'm following 1,100 people. So, I mean, I'm still pretty, it's not too bad, I don't think. So anyway, so you want to turn these features on. And then these are what I have it set as. So activity speed is fast, media sources tags. I think that's the only thing I didn't change anything else. There's your comment if you were to turn that on. So I want to follow source followers, unfollow Instagress, unfollow cycle. I think I left those all at their things. So here are all the tags that I'm following. So basically, Instagram is going to find is going to find people who use these hashtags, and those are the people that I'm going to like, I'm going to follow. Those are the people that they are going to use as basically to build my business. So, I mean, literally, I think that the option you can have is like 1,000. So you go forever, right? I actually heard a really good one today. It was like, I should add it. So like you just add like fresh start. So you can see like all the different things in here. I heard like Zumba, CrossFit, Weight Watchers. So things that people are like that you could probably do better. You could follow them. Basically, you would want them to see your stuff. And then down here, these are usernames are people. So like, for example, Instagram is going to people who follow Jillian Michaels. They're going to search Jillian Michael people and then see if it fits in my world, and they'll follow those people. So you don't want to do any Beachbody coaches. You don't want to do Carl. You don't want to do Beachbody. You don't want to do anything that has to do with our competition. You want to do things that are like the opposite. So for example, I followed Target because I'm a mom, and there's like Target Mama, Target Littles, Jim Rohn because he's an entrepreneur, Biggest Loser, official Biggest Loser, Candace Cameron because I like her, Moms into Fitness, Sugary Six Pack, Pink Blush Maternity because that's maternity clothes, A Pea in the Pod because it's maternity clothes, Old Navy because everybody shops there, Bob's Strollers, Zara Kids. I'm going to actually add Weight Watchers in here. Let's see what we get. Yeah. So that's, wow, there's like a million. I did like the BBG people and the Kayla transformations. And anyway, so just like basically the people I'm competing with, I've been following. I'm going to go find their followers because their followers don't have to be their followers forever. And if they're good quality followers, they're worth my time. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So that's what usernames are. And then blacklists. So I don't want to follow anybody. I don't want to follow any coaches, basically, is my thing. I don't want to follow coaches. I don't want to follow people who like Shakeology or use any of these hashtags, basically. I don't mean this in a mean way, but I don't really need It Works people because they are sold on It Works. And so they're not going to come over to me. I don't need Roden and Fields because they're going to probably stay right where they are. And actually, I changed my mind because I signed 2 Roden and Fields coaches yesterday. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to add in Isogenics because those people are they're like sold to Isogenics. There's like 40 million in there, but we're just going to do that one. Okay. And then I think that's all I have. And that's literally all I have it set up as. I don't do anything. I just add hashtags as they come up. And that's it. So the little part that I wanted to share where I got the 2 different opinions, and this is like something you can decide for yourself. I don't because I'm still building my following, I don't mind Instagram doing following for me. However, I did hear Anita Myron say that she does not use these features because she does not want to be following a million people. And it was a little bit interesting to me because maybe she doesn't realize that Instagram will also unfollow the people that aren't following. So maybe she just doesn't know about that, but I would find that pretty strange. So that was the only thing that I heard that was contradictory to what I first learned about. So that's kind of Instagram. I highly suggest going on and trying the 3 days for free. And if you love it, it's only $10 a month, which is pretty great. And I've heard that they're also known for like doing a Black Friday deal for like $80 for the year. So like keep your eyes open for that as well. But that's kind of that about Instagress. Does anyone have any questions about that? Just so I can move on to the next part.
I have a question about Weight Watchers because you piqued my interest with that. Is that just something that you think people give up often and they would want to come to Beachbody? Or is it more like the coaching opportunity that you would be seeking out a Weight Watchers person?
I think that Weight Watchers is a fantastic program. I think that people fall off of it always. You almost always hear of, and Weight Watchers isn't really teaching healthy. They're teaching healthy points, but they're not necessarily teaching healthy food. I mean, you can eat a donut on Weight Watchers because it's points. It's not calories. It's not within a guideline. And then, of course, it doesn't also teach the fitness side of it. So I just think they're good people because they're obviously already they want to change, but maybe they're not in the best program. So I think they're a big untapped for Beachbody people because I think that that's what they're searching for. That's just my theory. I could be wrong. They could be sold out. I just I need a lot of, I've tried Weight Watchers and it didn't work out or whatever. So, trying to think if there's anything else about Instagram that I wanted to share. I don't think so. So the other part of Instagram, let me stop share. So the other part of Instagram that I wanted to mention is hashtags. So if your post, you don't have to post your Instagram and right away put all your hashtags underneath. As you begin to build a following, and you will notice that more people will comment when you start using Instagram, all of a sudden people are commenting on your stuff. I think that you don't need to use your comments right away. So let people comment on it naturally, and then later in the comments, you can throw in the hashtags that make the most sense for whatever the business or for whatever you are trying to bring those users to. Does that make sense? And then obviously don't let Instagram post to your Facebook. Copy what you're going to post and then go post it to Facebook yourself, because Instagram wants you to post to yourself and Facebook wants you to post to yourself. So something I started doing is my Instagram and my personal Facebook are the same. That's going to be the same content. And my Facebook like page is different content. And the only reason that really is because my blog won't tie a personal Facebook page, but it will tie a like page. And I want different feeds to show up, if that makes sense. So just a little side note. And then as you were trying to go find quality followers, I watched a webinar with Shalene today, and gosh, it's like your brain stops remembering things that you were trying to, I had notes. Wait, I did take notes. See, I didn't even remember I took notes. That's story of my life. Yes, so don't obviously hashtag PIO, Shakeology, don't use any of that, but use new mom, get fit, I ate too much, I hate exercise. These were the ones that Shalene said. And then go and find people, go find your ideal people. So, and then use the hashtags that they're using. I thought this was really interesting because she says you want to get yourself in the Explorer, when you look in Instagram and you go to, you know what Explorer is, right? So if you go to the Instagram and you go to the little search button, I'm on it right now. Okay, so in here, you want to be in this feed. This is where you want to be. So apparently, if you go find enough people that are using the same hashtags, Instagram will begin to post more of those people with those hashtags in your Explorer. Does that make sense? So you really want to, if you're spending some time on Instagram and you're not using Instagram, then go in there and spend some time finding the people that you want to follow, and then you're going to even end up finding even more of them. So obviously videos are fantastic for Instagram. Videos with music are great because Instagram plays it right away. So music that's new and exciting, that's a big one. Pick, Play, Post is a great app for creating videos and images. And then when you do a call to action, just be sure you put whatever link it is in your bio, because there are no live links in Instagram. And I think that's it. Thoughts, questions?
Are you using the contact button that's now available on Instagram?
I am. That's the one that connects to your business page, right?
Yes.
Or no, just emails.
Oh yeah, when you say contact, then it'll just ask you, it'll say email.
Yeah. I do use the contact button. Yep. And Anita, the training I listened to today was really good. She's like, make sure in your little description of who you are, it like is clear about, like, you can be like lost 40 pounds, like be what you are. Like if you're fit, I think, what's her name? She's Healthy Fit Mama. She's like, I tell my story. So I think she says Healthy Fit Mama. Let's look her. That ain't her. It's kind of funny. I thought that was her name. Healthy Fit Mama. Well, apparently I missed that one. So I can't find her. Isn't that funny? Either way. Oh no, it's Happy Fit Mama. That's her name. Happy Fit Mama, I think. Either way, not that important. But she says to be really tell your viewers who you are in your description, because when it pops up that you like something on their page, they're going to quickly go to your page and they're going to be like, oh, it's this girl. Oh wow, this is who she is. Oh wow, this is whatever. So just be real with who you are. And that is kind of Instagram. I don't know why I've shied away from really pursuing Instagram business. I think I thought it was hard or something. I think I thought it was confusing, and it's probably just because hashtags kind of are confusing maybe a little bit. And the other thing too is that when you do find followers that you think would be great coaches or great challengers, make sure you follow them back and follow them so that you'll get notifications when they're online. That's another little point. And other than that, I think that is it. If you don't have any more questions about this, let me stop recording Instagram. Okay, thanks. Ask me questions if you have any.